Hello, my name is Keren Raymond. I'm an Act 2 fellow and an Open Act alum. I'll be interviewing some Opening Act alumni, currently going to know what's happening in their life right now after Opening Act. And I'll be interviewing.
Joji, hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
What was your first experience when you stepped foot into an Opening Act workshop?
That's a good question, and I'm gonna answer that with I was dragged over there by one of my ex-girlfriends. Yeah, she just dragged me there, said that I'm going to do this, and I complied like the beautiful boyfriend I am.
Okay.
So, the energy around the workshop, it was very, how you say it, it was very chaotic. It was very chaotic and loud, but I found a sort of what do you call it? Nostalgic feel. Even though I call it nostalgic feel because that's my family's base right there, where it's just a lot of loud and chaoticness. So having to be inside that workshop, knowing the chaotic and things that happen with my family and stuff. It kind of made me familiarize myself with it, and I kind of kept going every Tuesday, not every Tuesday, every Wednesday. There you go. And I also know my first three opening act teaching artists: Stuart, Julia, and very fond. And I guess that entrance kind of led me to where I am today, since I kept going, and then I ended up being a teaching apprentice, and then I ended up being a teaching artist. So great.
Now, what are you doing?
That is a loaded question for me to answer. There's a lot of things I'm doing. I clean houses, I act, I do camera op whenever I needed to, I do sound, I do a lot of things in requiring music. I do live streaming, video games. That's still one of my hearts right there. Ever since I was a kid, I love video games, so I love to live stream whenever I can. And yeah, everything I do is basically related to the arts in some way, shape, or form. And with my teaching artists, I just had my last day with my students. It was great. We had a fantastic show. It was hilarious. I'm proud of it.
What was the moment you realized what you wanted to do?
That's a good question. I guess I would say I did not know what I wanted to do until literally hitting high school. I had a sort of idea in my head of where I wanted to go. It would usually be video game designing because I like video games like a lot, and probably something to do with movies since I also watch movies a lot. So it kind of went toe to toe from there until opening act went in and influenced a different route in my entertainment system. So I guess you could say it's an inspiration. I've been wanting to act more and wanting to basically go on the creative field, where it be doing videos. I met my best friend Jacob there, where he also showed me the kinks of photography and film, and it kind of made me have a more adjustable and a more appreciative love with the craft that I wanted to make. So I guess I realized that after high school and middle through entering opening act.
What skills or tools that you acquired from Opening Act that now you use in your daily life?
Definitely the basis of teamwork and communication. Uh, well, that's usually a middle ground, but I do my best to work at it every day that I can, and also just trying to build more relationships as I can, whether it be personal or work business related. It's like with my best friends, like whenever they have a project or something lined up, I know mostly the basis of what to do with their knowledge and the knowledge that I got out of just life in general or an opening act in this case. So the tools and skills they were like a necessary thing for me to use for my whole day-to-day life. Yeah, I just usually try to use them as much as I can, mostly. Use them as my ability.
How do you find and make community in your life?
I guess community comes to the people that you talk to. So I started out that process with the surrounding like stores and houses in my neighborhood and trying to know more of the people there. I started talking with the cashier at my grocery store more often to the point where he knows what I usually get in the grocery store. So it usually comes out easy like that. And even in school, I managed to make connections based on what they could get from my skills collectively, or what I could learn from them, which was a lot. And it also comes in terms of like opening act itself, where I was able to build my relationships there pretty fondly to the point where I think I have more relationships in the people I found through opening act than the people I have in my overall life in general. But I guess you could say I could be building a very strong community where I could basically be able to maintain these two types of communities that I wanted to equalize together.
What helps you adjust to life after high school?
That's a question I'm actually still trying to find the answer of. There's a lot of things that have happened after high school. There's the first year of college, of which I tried my best at, but personal matters got in the way of it. So I had to be able to stop school for a minute to basically focus on my mental health and awareness. Of course, there was also quarantine and that stuff going on. So I kind of hindered again what I would want to do at school that I would eventually be able to do next year when I'm able to get my stuff together. With life after high school, I guess the answer to that is I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure it out as I go along. So it's an ongoing process.
What would you tell your younger self when you're still trying to figure things out?
Participate more, be loud. You're not alone. There's always friends around you, always friends. There was a lot of times in my life where I had a lot of bad days, a lot of mental health days. So when I get in that particular kind of loneliness, it gets bad. So I had the one time that happens, my friend Jacob came through and checked in on me, and we hung out, and I immediately didn't think about what I was thinking about the last time I was at that state, because it didn't really matter other than being at that present moment. So I want past me to realize that you're not alone. There's always a friend who will be there for you.
What project have you done that has represented your best self?
I guess you could say this recent project I've been working on, even though it was behind the scenes, I had a very prominent role in it. I can't really explain it yet since it hasn't been released, but it is somewhere in the ether if you look online. I will not tell you, but but yeah, I would consider that my best projects yet and the most I've worked hard at, even if I was mostly behind the scenes. I still had a very prominent role that my friends and personal coworkers of mine really accepted and appreciated. So I can't wait for that to be released, hopefully soon.
Yay, I can't wait to see it. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
It was nice to be here.
And thank you guys for watching. Until next time.